So when somebody tells you, Ron, oh, I love the idea of giving generously, and I hope someday I'll be in a position to give generously. When I actually make my first $500,000, my first $1 million, when I start making money, someday I'm going to be a generous giver. What do you say?
You know, it doesn't start when you make money. It starts with an attitude of the heart. You can be generous when you make a little bit. You know, I had a situation that taught me a lot about giving. I took one of my sons, we would meet for breakfast at a Chick-fil-A every week, and there was a Hispanic lady that waited on us. It was just a delight, and she got to know what we wanted before we ever even went up to the counter. And so one day I was walking out of the Chick-fil-A, and I thought, you know, you tip people in restaurants, but you don't ever tip people in a fast food restaurant.
Huh.
I wonder if they can take a tip. So I reached in my pocket and I pulled out my billfold, and I had 20 in there, and I said, I'm just going to go see if she can take a tip. And the Lord said to me, you cheapskate, you got a lot of 20s.
And did you say, my hearing's not good?
Well, I pulled out five 20s, folded them over so she couldn't see. And I went in and I said, can you take a tip? And she said, yeah, I can. So I handed her the money and walked out. And then I was back in there a week or so later, and she came over to the table and she thanked me. She says, you know, she said, I needed a set of tires when you gave me that money. Huh. She said, and so I was really grateful. But she said, my daughter, who's in high school, came home, and a friend of hers in her high school class, their apartment had burned the day before. And she said, they needed the money more than I did. So I gave them the $100. She said, that's where it ended up.
Wow.
Talk about generosity. And, you know, I gave out of my abundance. She gave out of her poverty. And so giving generously has nothing to do with income. It has everything to do with a heart attitude.